today. Angela here again. Hope you guys are doing well. I owed you a Timeless Travel final completed flip through, and I did actually complete this about a week and a half ago, and so I thought I would finally get this video together and share that with you because I hate leaving projects unfinished. Right, so let me tell you a little bit about this wonderful journal, and really it is such a memory keeper, and one that you can treasure for many of the items on your bucket list as far as travel concerns, whether that's wish list items, trips you've taken, or as a gift for somebody to treasure all their memories. So that's what this one's about. And we've made it all together. If you're wanting to follow along with me, I have a full playlist on my YouTube channel. You can look in the description box or on my YouTube homepage where you'll see a tab that says videos, and then next to that playlist. So this is called the Timeless Travel Journal Project. All right. Now this journal is a hardcover journal. We made that together and decorated it. And it has two signatures. There they are. It's got 160 pages, I think, when I added it up, front and back. So really amazingly full, but not very much of an alligator mouth, I'm pleased to say. It's a 3.5-inch spine. That's 9 centimeters. And we're looking at 6.5 inches that way, which is 17 centimeters, and 23 centimeters that way, 9 inches. Yours might be slightly different, you know, half an inch or whatever, if you're using a US letter size, but that's what I've done here. Okay, so we've made the cover. I love the cover. We've got our little tags over here and all those lovely pieces. I'm not going to dwell on any one of the projects in here because of course we've made them together, and if you're wanting to see any of them, any of the ones I share with you today here, you will find them in that playlist. All right, so we've got our ribbon, all the ribbons, all the lace, all the fabric, this fabric here, which I designed. All of that was part of the ultimate bundle for the Timeless Travel, and I think I've got 3 left in my store, so if you're wanting to do that. All right, so all of this beautiful lace, it all coordinates perfectly with this kit. Right, so we open it up, and on the inside cover I used this paper with the maps on the top. Yes, the flowers are going to the side, but it doesn't worry me, so I'm quite happy with that. And then in the middle, I've used the same as the cover fabric for the center bit there. So I've just added a collage here with various pieces, most of which come from the kit, except for my die cuts, these two. This is a Sizzix die cut. I think I have got it here. Let me grab it. All right, it's called this one over here. Thinlit Dies by Tim Holtz, and I think it is 666-602. That's what it's called. It just says Thinlit Dies. There you go. All right, so that's on my I think it's on my Amazon favorites if you're interested. So that's what I've done there. That really gives you the girl looking at her backpack with her walking boots and photos, tickets, and everything she's about to explore. So here we go, our first signature, and we made this amazing flip out. It's got all sorts of bits tucked in everywhere, and I really loved this project. It was fun to make. We've got a pocket at the back housing one of our large tags and a little tag over there. So this is really an amazing project, and I really want to make one of these again, so we might do that. Here's just the next page. I've used stamps. So these were the stamps I shared with you at the beginning. Added another one of those dies and just a few collage. Lots of strips of leftover pages. So I always like to use that. And this is now a writing space. One of the altered map pages there. And then we've got this, which again is just a writing page. And I've just added some little collagey bits there. We've got another writing page there, and then I've just used the envelope in the kit to sort of just fit over the side there. You can add any sorts of photographs or memorabilia in there. Then we've got another one of our journal pages. And again, I've added some lace. This was left over and I thought perfect. It just picks up the neutrals there. I ran it all the way through on this page and I've just added some little tickety bits there. Yeah, I love how this journal has actually turned out. It's one of my favorites as far as decorating is concerned. I really took my time to do it and I'm glad I did. Right, we've got this particular project, which is a page wrap. Goes around the page there, and you've got your tuck spots so that we can store lots of photographs, ephemera, and there is a tag at the top here as well. She says. I can't grip it. Here it is. All right, so it is in there. I'm not going to try and get it out. There's two, one on each side, and then our little pocket over here. There's the other side of the tag. A writing place, because you need lots of writing in here. One of the pockets I've just collaged up a little bit with 2 pieces of ephemera. Yeah, I love the colours of this journal as well. There we go. And then here is another one of the projects, the faux envelope with the 2 bits. You can tuck them in there and there. Lots of storage space as always, and then a nice little pocket there and a little belly band on the front. So I really like that one too. And again, I've just stamped the aeroplane there and made some collage. So really not many pages in here that I haven't done something with. All right, so another place you can stick a lovely photograph or a collage of photographs there. I've left a place for you to make a note. Again, run this piece of strip of paper right through and we've got our little pocket there. Another one of these, and you can tuck something in there and clip it if you want, or just use it as a writing spot. Follow your dreams, it says. Always do that. Here's a lovely page to stick anything you want on there, and then we've got our 2 little pockets with tags that we made over there. That beautiful collage page, one of them. I've got 2, I think. And then on this side we did a little wrap, and around the other side as well. I just added this on. It's just a mini page I've stuck on. All right, just stuck the mini page, folded in half and stuck it on those 3 sides there. Writing, and then this was one of our center spreads that we did. Lots of storage space in that and really pretty. And then back to a writing page and another little pocket. Liked using the strips here, as I said. And here's the belly band that we did together. So that was really fun. Little pockets over here as well. Okay, so there's that, and then some more place to write, and then another nice little project we did together. And again, this was a fun one with a mini envelope and a pocket, so that was really a lovely project to make. And then I've added this on, so I do these in many of the shorter pages because so we get the layers. So this is a mini page. I've just folded it over, left a little gap there so I can have it sticking out, and then glued it on 2 sides there, and this I've glued all the way down. All right, just added some lace and some bits, and then the strip of paper going all the way through to make another collage. Got our spot to put a photograph or 2, and then we did this lovely flip out like that. Great project. Flips out, you can put other bits in there and you've got a nice big tag at the back. And then again, another writing area, you can stick some photographs on there. More writing. This little booklet that we made that's linked to a flip out, so that just can go into your handbag if you're going on a day trip, so that just slides out there. All right, so I won't pull it all the way out. So we've made those, and then the other side I've just attached it as a little pocket. All right, another one of those little triangular pockets just to store some postcards and ephemera there. Another place to store some pictures and things, and one of these little envelopes. Again, I've just folded this to stick onto the side here, and in the back we've got a little pocket. And here again we've got this lovely one. This was a great one with our little envelopes there, little tuck spots there, and that all flips and it beautifully flat with a nice big tag in the back again. So amazing projects here. Here's just one of these bigger fussy cuts I had, and just decorating up that page just a little bit, and that's the end of that first signature. Okay, so we've got much of the same in the second one. This lovely project, which I really want to make one of these for my current journal. I love that. And then again, more collaging and map stamps here, and yeah, another place just to store things, all right, whatever you choose. Your little envelope on your page going over like that. And then some lace running right through. This lovely wrap with the tags at the top there. Lots of place for storage on both sides. Great project that. And more writing space, a little pocket there. I do love these images. I love the pages in here. Distance brings clarity. So this was that faux envelope again with the two little tuck spots, more storage space, and a lovely large tag in the back. And as I say, if you want the exact details, you can follow along for any of those videos. More stamping here, collaging. Lovely images. These are beautiful altered book pages, altered map pages I should say. Another little pocket, and again one of those little tuck spots to stick whatever you want or write on. Lots of room to write in here, which is what this is about. You want to keep these memories and write all about them. So here we go. Another, just taken a mini page, folded it in half and wrapped it around this page here. Used it as a pocket for the leftover ephemera I had. A little bit of stamping underneath there. Our middle spread again, love those. And a writing page, little pocket, one of the rectangular pockets in the kit. And again, just a little bit of collaging. And then our belly band that we did with some ephemera bits there. Here's this little one, love this one, with a mini envelope. Really simple, but really effective. Lots of place to store, and again, lovely flat projects in this journal, which is why it's not an alligator mouth. Here's another wrap around the page. It is open there, you can stick in something. I didn't have another tag, but I thought, well, there's always things that you can add. Some collage there. I do like these black old slide frames. And again, place to write. We've got this lovely project we had in the other with the big tags and lots of little bits and pieces. A nice writing area with one of our bigger fussy cuts. Used a lot of tickets in here, but I did make a lot of them. Again, one of those little notelet books that you can take out, put in your bag for a day trip, and put it back in here. And then coming to the end of this now, some collage there. One of the rectangular pockets. We've got a little envelope again where you can tuck in some ephemera bits in there if you want. And there's a pocket in the back. And then our very last one here is this one with the two tuck spots there and the pocket at the back over there. And that brings us to the end. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. This is really a keepsake journal, and I love it. I really love it. Perfect for this time of year if you are doing traveling or you have travel on your wish list and you wanting to keep a good keepsake record of it all instead of having photographs and things lying in drawers. This is a good place to store them. All right, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you are wanting to make one of these, then you know where to find everything. I have a website shop. The links are in the description box below. And as I say, there are at this point 3 Timeless Travel Ultimate Bundles on offer in my shop as well. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think and if you're busy working on yours as well. And I'll see you all in the very next video. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.